Gente, buenas, bienvenidos a un nuevo videito de ARK Ascendant SCORCHED. Como pueden ver, estoy en mi Fénix, lo acabo de tamear. Más adelante voy a subir un video explicando el proceso para los que no saben cómo tamear a un Fénix. Y nada, como vieron en el título, hoy vamos a ver las 138 notas de explorador que están repartidas por todo este nuevo mapa.
Ah, caray. Eso sí me interesa.
Vamos a partir desde Helena Walker, John Dahkeya, las notas de Raya y por supuesto las de Edmund Rothwell. Otra cosa que les comento, también he hecho este huerto casi automatizado con Borelaptos gracias a su nueva habilidad y nada, también vamos a hacer un video de eso mostrándoles el huerto y todo lo demás.
Eso no me lo esperaba.
Ojo que también están incluidas los 2 seeds de los nuevos dinosaurios de este mapa, ¿no? Por ejemplo del Borelaptos, del wyvern, etcétera, incluso del Fénix. Y además también están incluidas las crónicas de Extinction. Todas estas notas suman un total de 138 notas de explorador y se las he marcado todas en este video. Además, el segundo exacto de cada una de las notas está marcada también en la descripción. Y bueno, hay cuevas, hay aventura y nada, gente, disfruten el video que me costó bastante hacerlo y suscríbanse.
Ahora sí viene lo chido.
I had to pick the desert. My hunting skills are seriously out of practice. I'm on a roll. By sheer coincidence, I stumbled into another group of survivors today. If I'd ended up in this place instead of on that island, today I caught a glimpse of what the caravanners call as absurd as the deathworms are. Time to go over the facts. I long for the days when I thought a Tyrannosaurus frolicking through the snow was the height of absurdity. I remember now. The dragon had a rider. But I'll take her. I've dubbed her species I may have been wrong about Renopila not having a practical use. Thank goodness I decided to find some high ground 2 days ago. In some ways, surviving on my own was less work. While my mind still can't recall the last time I fired a gun, I may have to put my freshly polished marksmanship skills to the test sooner than I thought. My hopes that the mantises would ignore the village were unfounded. Just who or what Wali al-Aswad is, I'm definitely more prepared for this desert than before. It took weeks of searching, but I finally caught a glimpse of Wali al-Aswad. Of course Wali lives on a bloody mountain. Of course they do. I don't know what kind of reception I expected when I reached the summit. It turns out that I didn't find Wali al-Aswad. I really missed flying. There's no replicating the feeling. Now that Wali has deemed my wyvern riding skills acceptable, I'm grateful that Wali allows me time to study the local wildlife. I can't believe it. Wali spotted someone wandering in the desert the other day. Wali has been much quieter since we found Rockwell. I don't think Rockwell's been sleeping much. I awoke last night to find him studying a strange piece of metal by firelight. The transporter that can take us back to the control center station. Having seen us through the ruins and safely to the platform,
worshipping ninnies replaced all their common sense with blind devotion. It took time, but I finally pilfered enough supplies and tools to survive on my own. It has been several days since I left Prophet's Rest, and I have seen no sign of pursuit. The obelisk is reacting to the presence of the artifacts with even more intensity than I expected. I have turned back north in the hope of making contact with some of the natives, desert dwellers. What terrible misfortune! Curse these stubborn brutes. At last, I can hear myself think. After days of travel, we finally arrived at the burning Phoenix clan's compound. I had been pondering why Timur required the services of a doctor. Nazreen is quite different from her husband. She is a timid little flower, or rather, she would be if she were pregnant. Rockwell, old bean, you've done it again. The silver tongue of Sir Edmund Rockwell has prevailed once again. I found it. I really found it. Unpainted samples of that same mysterious ore from the sanctuary. This ore is simply extraordinary. Alas, poor Timur. He was so focused on celebrating his victory over one foe. As my withdrawal from the burning Phoenix's camp demanded haste, I did not have the time to double-check my supplies. Despite my limited equipment, I have managed to run some initial tests on the Edmund. Confounded weather. Not only did that sandstorm separate me from my stuff, I am glad that I possessed the foresight to hide my presence from this walker after her capture on the island. I may have given Miss Walker too much credit.
explained, shouldn't I? I mentioned future. But even digital creations are beyond my direct control.